Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports college basketball picks and predictions for Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. We are looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. Okay, so contrary to popular belief, I am not dead. I am not in jail. I did not go homeless. I received a lot of emails and comments asking if I was any of those things. The answer is no. If you go to my shorts, you will simply see I was in Vegas. So now I am back, I am rested, and I am ready to talk college ball. So let's get into it. First game, St. Francis, Alabama State. This is round one of the big dance. I'm going to take Alabama State minus the 4.5. This game's taking place in the wonderful Dayton, Ohio. No real home court advantage for either school. I do like the SWAC more than I like the Northeast. So I'm going to take Alabama State here. They're hot. They've won 10 out of their last 11 games. St. Francis, 16-17 on the year. They won 4 games in a row to win the Northeast tournament, the last one being at Central Connecticut. They score 71 a game, played a bottom 150 pace, shoot it 46% from the field. They lose most of the stat battles here, and they turn the ball over a ton at 12 per contest. If we're just looking at who's got the most amount of athletes on the court, the answer is Alabama State, and it's not even close. Alabama State, 19-15 on the year. They've won 10 out of their last 11 games. They score 73 per contest, played a top 115 pace, and they make 9 3-pointers a game. They dominate the boards. They're ranked 112th on the offensive glass. St. Francis is bottom 300 in overall rebounding. They're bigger. They're more physical. I think they play bully ball, win this one by double el digito. Okay, this is the most stupid game in the entire tournament. San Diego State, North Carolina. I'm taking the Aztecs plus 4.5, and I'm taking the over 142.5. This is a rage bet. UNC should not be in here. This is justice for West Virginia and Indiana. They need to lose this game by 1,000,000 points. Who knows what's actually going to happen? That's why I'm also taking the over. There is a chance that North Carolina just comes out here and drops 80 because they shoot the ball really well from deep. But we'll find out. San Diego State, 21-9 on the year. They won the regular season Mountain West, but then they lost in their first game of the tournament to Boise State. They score 71 a game, played a bottom 75 pace, shoot it 44% from the field. They hang their hat on defense. That's what they're really good at. They're ranked 14th overall in the country. If they can score anywhere in the ballpark of 70 to 75 points, I think they win the game outright. North Carolina is overrated, shouldn't be in. And that's what I said here. They're 1-12 in quad 1 games. That is horrible. This team should not be in the tournament. I'm sure you guys have seen the stats about 111 bracketologists had West Virginia in and blah, blah, blah. Like, yes, West Virginia should be in place of North Carolina. This is ridiculous. So hopefully North Carolina goes 1-13 here and the committee just shits down their leg because this is egregious. This is a rage bet. South Dakota. I would have taken South Dakota here too, to be honest with you. Give me San Diego State. Give me the over. Let's go. Next game we're looking at, we are back to the NIT, Wichita State and Oklahoma State. I'm going to take the Shockers plus 5.5. I really don't think OSU is that good this year. Oklahoma State, losers of 3 out of their last 4 games, 15-17 on the year overall. Very disappointing. Granted, they do play in the Big 12, so tougher competition, but still, 2 games under 500 with their non-con schedule should not be possible. Wichita State, 19-14 on the year. They score 74 points a game, play at a top 100 pace, shoot it 45% from the field. Great rebounding team, ranked 47th nationally. Their defense is top 150. Other stats are basically all even matchup-wise between the two squads. Should be able to put up physically with them as well. Oklahoma State, smaller than they normally are. OSU, 15-17 on the year. They lost their first game of the Big 12 tourney by 19 points to Cincinnati. They score 73 a game, played a top 30 pace, shoot it 43% from the field. Normally, Oklahoma State's defense is elite. This year, it's horrible, ranked 240th overall. I think they struggle to score. I think they lose outright. Give me the Shockers plus 5.5. Next game, this might be the game of the day here in terms of NIT matchups. Chattanooga, Middle Tennessee. I'm going to take the home team with the Middle Tennessee minus the 2.5. They have a great home court environment. If this game was at Chattanooga, I'd probably take Chattanooga. But seeing as though it's not, and it's in Murfreesboro, I'm going to take Middle. Chattanooga 24-9 on the year, coming off of a 3-point loss in overtime semifinals of their conference tournament to Furman. They score 79 a game, played a bottom 150 pace, shoot it 48% from the field. They love the three ball. They make 10 per game. They should have a tough time here, though, against Middle Tennessee's 85th ranked overall defense. If the threes aren't falling, I think they're going to get waxed. Middle Tennessee 22-11 on the year. They score 76 a game, played a top 125 pace. They also shoot the three ball well, making 8 per game. They're going to own the paint. They have a 7-footer down low that I don't think Chattanooga is going to be able to hang with. They dominate the glass, ranked 35th overall in the country in rebounding. If they can keep the Mocs off of the three-point line, should be okay to get this 2.5 home safe. Final two games here. First one we're going to be looking at, it is a battle of the MAC. Kent State Bonnies from the A10. We're going to take Kent State plus 4.5 on the road. I think these teams are pretty even, and I think the Bonnies kind of on a downhill path towards the end of the year. Remember at the beginning of the year, I think they were 13-1 maybe, 12-0, somewhere in there. Don't remember exactly. This Kent State team, they're old, they're physical, they got a bunch of style players on their team. I think they can get her done. Kent State 22-11 on the year. They've won 4 out of their last 5 games. They lost to Miami in not the final round, the semifinal round of the MAC tournament. They score 74 a game, played a bottom 125 pace, and they shoot it 44% from the field. Pretty efficient. They're really well coached. They're going to win the rebounding battle here. Both teams have good defenses. I think this is going to be really tight. St. Bonaventure 22-11 on the year, coming off of a tough 17-point loss to VCU in the A10 tournament. They average 69 points a game, play at a dirt slow bottom 30 pace in the country, shoot it 45% from the field. Neither team really likes the three ball. This is going to be an in the paint battle, and I'm going to favor the team with the more physical, bigger guys. That's Kent State. Should come down to the wire. Give me the Golden Flashes plus the 4.5. Next game. This makes no sense. Why is Georgia Tech laying 5.5 points to anyone? Georgia Tech, probably one of the most inconsistent teams in the entire year. Jacksonville State, they've been solid all season. They're more physical. I think they have the better roster. Jacksonville State, 22-12 on the year. They finished 3rd in Conference USA. They average 74 points a game, played a bottom 75 pace, shoot it 45% from the field. They're great at controlling the ball. They only turn it over 9 times a game. That's top 50 in the country. Their defense is also solid, ranked top 150 in the country as well. Georgia Tech, 1 game above 500, sitting 17-16 on the year. Wildly inconsistent with horrible losses in general. And they have 2 crazy road wins at Clemson and at Pitt. They score 74 a game, played a top 150 pace, shoot it 44% from the field. This team should not be laying 5.5 points to anyone. Also, no one is going to show up for this game. Georgia Tech had one of the worst home courts in the entire country. We're not going to see him show up here. Give me Jacksonville State plus the 5.5. All right, and that is going to do it for me in this video. I will be back posting daily videos now that I am back home and not drunk in Vegas. So I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.